Okay, I think we are running live. Welcome everybody. I'm really excited about today. Today I'm going to be participating in the CyberPunk Jam that is being hosted by itch.io. Very cool jam, very cool genre. I love the cyberpunk genre. Whoa. Welcome everybody. There we go. I was talking to myself there. I'm really excited about this this event. This pop it up here so you can see what I'm talking about. This is itch.io's CyberPunk Jam page. It's itch.io/jam/cyberpunk-jam, and it's got all the information. There's already been 13 games submitted. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more rolling in. Deadline is 4 days, 3 hours, 26 minutes, and 28 seconds from right now. So I've got some work to do. I'm joining it a little late because I was debating on whether I wanted to join. I've got a lot of other stuff going on, you know, with Dread and all that, but I couldn't resist. It's been a long time since I've done a game jam, and I love Cyberpunk. The music you hear in the background is from a group called Access to Arasaka, and they are a fantastic band, my favorite cyberpunk ambient music, so I figured that'd be fitting, you know, give me some mood music going on so we can do some programming, build a game, and it's going to be awesome. For this CyberPunk Jam, we are looking for this image as our inspiration. So it has to be based on the theme image, which is actually a pretty cool image. And it's inspired a pretty cool idea that I want to see if I can't get working, you know, in time for the deadline. Now, let's see. I decided to start working on this yesterday. So, with the deadline rapidly approaching, I put a little bit of effort into it and got a basic project laid out. And I'm going to switch back over to Twitch so if anybody says anything, I can see it. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I got a very basic project lined out here. I've got a pretty good idea of what I want to do. Most of what I was trying to do yesterday, though, was decide how I was going to do it, because I am a terrible, terrible artist. I can't draw for crap. So that limits my options, because I want to, you know, I love the cyberpunk genre, and it's really cool and everything, and I want to do it justice. I didn't want to, you know, just, like, throw together some, you know, MS Paint horribleness and, you know, slap some neon green on it and call it good. So what I decided to do is I wanted to go with some kind of like procedurally created graphics. And I say procedurally created in the loosest of terms because I'm talking like hardcore minimalist here. I'll fire this up to show you what I got so far. So the idea is it's a 2D game. We're looking at it from like a city from the side view here, and I've got like a little ship that's flying, and it's like one of those flying cars. All right, and I'm being chased by cops right now. I got 3 cops that are chasing me. We got some rain going on in the foreground, running away from the cops, and they're after me because, you know, I'm a cyberpunk and I did something. So that is going to be one of the primary game mechanics of this, and I'm actually going to have to speed the cops up a little bit, I think, because I'm way too easily outpacing them. So yeah, basically the concept is, ooh, look at that, now they're swarming around me like flies. Alright. So, the basic concept is, we have our cityscape that we're going to be looking at, which is just black right now because I haven't done anything with that. I've got some rain coming down in the foreground. I've got a ship that goes across, you know, this one little ship that's controlled by the player. Now, I've got to create, that's pretty much as far as I got, and the police cars that, you know, chase you around. So, it's very basic right now. What I have to do now is make some other traffic. So, I've got to create, I'm basically going to be copying the police. Oh, I've got, let's see, I'm gonna duplicate the player's sprite, which is just like a green rectangle, essentially. Let's see, I'm going to make that the car sprite for just random generic other vehicles. Oops, wrong one. And let's see, I'm going to take and colorize that. I'm going to make that a different color because green is going to be player color. Let's see, we could do like, yeah, like a light blue. That looks good. Let's make a couple different ones here. Light blue. Let's see here. Change, colorize. And it's so tiny, I bet it, you know, I'm not even sure if it's going to show up very well on the on the live stream, but that's okay. Yellow, because, you know, yellow's a good color. Why not, right? I'll copy it and make a third color. Let's see. Edit. Transfer, not image. Colorize. Let's see. Should we make a red one? Yeah, red's cool. I like red. Alright, we'll make a red one. Okay, so now we've got this little, basically 3 different cars that we're going to be able to have here. Oh, right. I'm going to stretch out, or resize the canvas to full 16 by 16 pixels. And the reason I'm going to do that is I need to have, oops, whoa, no. Do not keep the aspect ratio. Alright, 16 by 16. And the reason I'm expanding it out like that is I want to modify their collision masks to make them a little bit bigger. We're going to make it an ellipse that is the full size of the, like a big round circle around the cars. And the reason I'm going to do that is for the motion planning and stuff like that. I do that around the cops so that way the cops kind of space themselves out and they're not like right on top of each other as they're chasing after you, and it makes them it kind of forces them into that almost like a formation like you saw there. That was they kind of naturally form into a wedge-shaped formation, which just looks better than, you know, 3 cop cars piled on top of each other to the point where you can't tell the difference if there's 1 or 3 of them. So what we're going to do is save that, set the car object to the car sprite. Let's see, what else are we going to do? Oh, we need to make it so that the cars, let's see, we need to first draw self so that it draws its sprite. We need to, let's see. Oh, what am I going to copy over from this? I think we're going to copy over the, yeah, we're going to copy over the exhaust effect. Actually, yeah, let's copy over this draw sprite as well, because we can do some cool stuff with that. The effect of rain is just going to happen in the background. We don't really care too much about that. Alright, so instead of draw self, here we go. Draw sprite extended, car sprite instead of the player sprite. Oh, we need to figure out what color car we want. So we're going to have it be color. Or actually, instead of color, we're going to have it be type. Because we already have color, but we're not going to use color. We're going to replace that with white so that it just draws its normal color. And so we've got the car sprite type, which we'll define in the creation event, XY, scale of 1 to 1. Now this part here, the point direction between XY and X previous, Y previous, that is what makes the little ships rotate depending on the direction that they're going. So if they're going up, they'll kind of tilt up. If they're going down, they'll tilt down. So that way it makes for a nice little angular effect, so you can kind of see the direction that characters are going. Alright, so and then we got, of course, the exhaust effect behind that. So Alright, I like that. Okay, so on creation, let's get rid of this. On creation, we're going to set the type. Type equals, let's see, what's the random integer function? I can't remember off the top of my head. Random, let's see, I don't think it's random range. Real number functions, here we go. The I random, that's right, so that'll give us an integer. Alright, so, okay. Very useful function. If we get a random 0 to 9, you can use I random, it will return a number from 0 to 9 inclusive. Okay. So, what we want to do is we have 3 sprites, or 3 sub-images for our car object. So we want to do I random. Well, 2, because it starts at 0. We certainly don't want any off by 1 errors this early on in the programming process. Alright, and we're going to have it so that on create, actually, let's have a game controller handle that instead of the cars themselves. They'll just kind of be objects that are driving around. Create an object. I'll call it game control. Yeah. Alright, so on create, don't really care at this point because I don't have anything yet. On step, no, not on step. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it on create. We're going to make some traffic. So we want to say on create alarm 0 equals how much traffic? Oh, I don't know, 20 frames, maybe? Arbitrary number for now. Okay, so we're going to go into there, we're going to add some more code. Let's see, arm 0 equals 20, we want to say new equals instance create car. Where are we going to put the cars? We're going to put the cars maybe slightly off screen. Yeah. We want them. Do we want them coming from both directions? And the one thing that'd be some pretty terrible traffic laws, but that might be cool. That might not. I don't know. We'll kind of experiment with that. Anyway, so we want to say X. So let's start from the left. Height. Random. Let's see. How high is our view screen? 600. So let's take it, yeah, 600. Why not? Let's see how that looks. Random 600. I'm probably going to be changing that, but that's okay. Car. So new equals instance create, blah blah car. Alright, new dot speed equals what, 4? Sure. New dot direction equals 0, because we're coming from the left, so it wants to be going to the right. Right, and yeah. Alarm 0 equals another 20. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Oh, but we do need to make something, because otherwise we're just going to keep creating cars, and then they'll fly off the screen, and then, you know, disappear. We need to make them disappear when they get off the screen. So, in the step event, if direction equals 0, then we want to destroy self. If direction equals 0 and X is greater than room width plus 32, yeah, then instance Destroy. Okay. So now that'll clear them out as they go off the screen. Okay, so let's toss all of these in here and see what happens. See how that affects our game world. Okay, so no, we want game control. Game control, we'll stick that invisible object in the corner, and let's see how many ships we're going to end up spawning if we do it every 20 steps. Cool. I like it. I'm gonna have to adjust the adjust it a little bit. I'd like a little more traffic than that, I think. Hahaha. we can dodge through traffic and the cops have to slow down around them. I like that. That's pretty useful. I should make the cars reactive too. Oh, where did he go off to? Anyway. Alright, so let's make some of the other cars reactive. Okay, instead of direction, because if we make the cars reactive, then their direction could adjust dynamically, so we can't really do it by direction anymore. But what we can do is say, let's see, create, we'll make a sub-direction, we'll call it dire. For short, direction equals 0. Okay, so if dire equals 0, and then we can do that. Okay. Alright. And then let's see. MP potential step. Y. We want to head to room width plus 32. Y. Why? Well, that would make it weird. I don't know how that would change it. Huh. That would be kind of interesting to find out. Okay. Speed 4, check all 1. Alright. So that makes our car, the cars reactive too. So let's change game control a little bit. We're gonna make it, oh, also I wanted to change, where's my cars? Cars, I need to center that so that it's centered around the exhaust as well. Okay, so we center that, we got cars, they're gonna go all the way across. We're gonna, oh, that's what I was gonna do. Set new dot dire equals 0. So that way we know which direction we're supposed to be going, and then we can properly destroy the object when it goes off of the screen for when we have traffic going the other direction as well. Now let's see how this reacts, because this will be kind of interesting. Whoa, man, we got some hardcore speed. Look at that. Man, we got some, oh geez, they're moving way faster than intended. But they are reacting to other stuff, so that's good. Alright, but they're going way too fast. And I think, let's see. Let's get rid of that. Actually, let's get rid of both of those because now the MP potential step is working. There we go. Now they're moving at a much better pace. That's fun. We kind of quasi-block the cops. We're forcing that one ship around. That's great. Alright, I'm having way too much fun with this already. I love it. I love it. Ha 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 ha. Okay. I am digging it. I am digging it. Okay. Let's speed the cops up a little bit. We're going to at least make them move as fast. Well, maybe not as fast, but close to as fast as the player. Because the player moves at speed... let's see. Oh, that's car. Player. There you are. Player moves at speed of 5, so... If I set their speed to 5... Whoa! Man, they're fast. Now they're going almost as fast as I am, which is pretty cool. That's a lot more intense. Oh, can I get away? If I drive into traffic, maybe? Oh, man. It's possible. It's possible. Oh, jeez. Cops be chasing me. I do go ever so slightly faster than them, it looks like. So that's good. I might need to slow them down just a tad. Okay. Instead of 5, let's say 4.5. That'll give me, what, a half point advantage? That's probably pretty good. Alright, so drive in and the cops are here and it's like, oh geez. Yeah, see, that's cool because now we can still react. Okay, so let's see. Alright, I'm thinking let's actually take and shrink down the mask of that, because if I'm going to have it so that when the player collides with other cars, that's a bad thing, then I want to make sure that I don't have a bubble of collision around it, because that would suck. Okay, so yeah, we got this going around. Let's see here. Being chased by cops is intense. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Of course, there's no reaction yet as far as like getting caught by the cops and whatever. Then I get a really cool like spinning siren effect around me. Okay, so let's see. What's next? Okay, I've got a couple different ideas I want to do. I'm not gonna worry about the background too much for now. I'll probably do that off air because that might be a little boring. But let's see. Now that we got some ships coming and it looks good, let's put some collision detection in there. So add event on collision with police. That is a bad thing. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to edit out the police first. So let's get rid of our grid here. And let's delete our police because we want them to spontaneously be created as well. Alright, so... And let's... If we have that so that the police collide... cars. That might be kind of fun. I don't know. We'll experiment with that too. Okay, so we're gonna have it so that when when the player collides with the police, we're gonna have like a game over type of situation. So let's see. Because I don't really have a game over, I'm just gonna show a message. Game over. I'm not actually gonna make it game over. That's just gonna indicate that that would be a game over. On collision with a car. Let's see. I wonder. Let's see. I know that there's some baked-in effects that we can do. Let's see. Explosion. That one might be looking pretty cool. Firework. That might be better. Actually. Smoke. Snow, spark, stars. Let's try the firework. All right, so we're gonna set a new thing and we're gonna call it dead equals 0. Car on collision with car. Dead equals 1. So these are our controls, and we can only do that if dead equals 0. Dead equals 0, then we can do all this good stuff. If dead equals 1, then it won't let us control the car because we're dead. But what it will do is if speed is less than 5, then motion add direction 270, which is down, speed 0.5, else speed minus equals 0.5, so that way it will alright, let's see, else if dead is 1, then do all of that and effect EF create below. Was it EF? Is it below? Effect create above. We're gonna do it as an above effect. EF or effect create above. Oops, random E in there. Effect create above kind EF firework at XY size. We're gonna keep it nice and small if we can. Color C red. Yellow. Let's try yellow. If Y is greater than room height plus 32, show message game over. And let's toss this in there for now for something. Room restart. Alright, let's see what happens when we play. So right now we got rid of the police cars entirely, so it's just me flying around. And if I collide Boom! Boom! Alright, that's pretty cool, actually. Although, man, that's a huge fireball coming out of there. Look at the size of that fireball with that firework effect. Okay, yeah. I kind of like it, though. It's kind of fun. It's a bit extravagant, but we can work with that. Okay, so let's set up the same situation for the car. Dead equals 0. Big potential step, blah 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 blah. Right, if dead equals 0, and do all of this, which is great. Else, if speed is less than 4 or 5, then motion. I could probably just copy this over, but you know what? Whatever. I don't care. 270.5. Else, speed minus equals 0.5. Alright. And effect create above kind EF firework XY size 0 color C yellow. Alright, we give dead. Alright, so on collision with player, dead equals 1. Okay. And actually, let's also have it so that if the player, or if it collides with another car, it also dies. Then we could have a really cool, like, raining down effect of crashing cars. In which case, we should probably turn this up. Let's make our, let's make a traffic jam, like rush hour going on here. Alright, we got rush hour going on. Yeah. Now let's see how that looks. Oh man, we got rush hour. Yeah, even that's not too bad. It's dodgeable. Oh yeah, look at that. Dodging them cars. Oh yeah. Oh no, oh, it's terrible. Oh, tragedy. To humanity. I'm not really convinced I like that firework. It's too big. It's too big. We need a smaller effect. Smoke? Yeah, smoke would be good. EF smoke? Maybe? Let's try smoke. Oh, smash into me. Ah, yeah, that's better. That's much better. Much cleaner. Oh, the tragedy of a cyberpunk collision. Oh, terrible. Hover car collisions. Okay. Now let's experiment with that, because that's kind of fun. But let's say, alright, on create new dot direction equals random. Actually, hold on. Yeah. Let's do that a different way, because we want to create the instance in the right place as well. So, okay, so choose dire if chooseDire equals 0. Alright. If chooseDire equals 0, then we do all that. Else, we gonna do all this. Oops. Space that down a little bit. And we're gonna have the direction as 1, and we're gonna make you plus 32 room width plus 32. So that's gonna come from the other direction. Let's space these out, clean up our code a little bit. Okay. So we're gonna space that out. We're gonna have choose direction. chooseDire equals 0, so it's always gonna start off on the left. But at the end of this, we're gonna have chooseDire equals irandom1. So now we should. Oops. Except the car behavior is going to be off. So we got to tell the cars to go the other direction. As they're starting off screen and then they're dying off screen. So let's see. New dire equals 1. Okay, cars. If dire equals 0, we're going to copy this, change this. Let's see. And let's clean this up a little bit too. If dire equals 0, if x is destroy 0, indent that. Oops. Alright. Now we're gonna take and copy that. Clean code is very important. Very important. There equals 1, and I suppose I could do like, you know, not like just if dire and not dire, but you know, whatever. Not a real big deal there. Same difference. Alright, so we're going to make you if x is less than negative 32. X is less than negative 32, then instance destroy. We're wanting to head toward negative 32. Alright. Perfect. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for us. Let's take a look and see if we got some traffic coming the other direction now. Which is just terrible traffic management, really, if it's all randomized, but you know, whatever. Let's see if they crash into each other. Yeah, look at that. I don't really see them crashing into each other at all. Theoretically, they should. But the chances are awful tiny. Now, it's interesting that that rain is coming down in sheets like that. I don't know why it's doing that. It's like some of the rain seems to be falling at a different speed than the rest of the rain for some reason. And we're starting to slow down, which makes me think that our coding is wrong and the instances aren't being destroyed. So let's see. If x is less than negative 32, instance destroy. Let's move in a potential step in that direction, just to help clean that up. And let's run it in debug mode and see if we can figure out what's causing that slowdown. I'm guessing that we're having some issues with the number of instances and it's not destroying itself properly. But why it's not destroying itself properly, I'm not entirely sure. So Okay, now we got some good stuff going on. Everything's destroying itself properly. Oh, death. Terrible death. Alright, so we're flying around. A little cyberpunk non-existent city background with... Oh! Oh, terrible. Okay. It's almost like Cyber Frogger right now. Alright, so in theory, one of these guys should be, like, crashing into each other at some point. In theory, anyway. Oh. And yet, they don't seem to be. Now that's interesting. Let's test that. It would actually be kind of cool if they, okay, I like that. Hang on. Let me see what happens when I do that. Instead of creating them at a random height, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create them at a set height and see what happens. So let's say 128 is a good number. I like 128. Alright, so it's gonna create, and what we should see is like the most horrible traffic incidents in... Oh, look at that. They're passing by each other. Isn't that interesting? That is interesting. Oh, I know why. Okay. I know exactly why it's doing that. Because when it starts off, its direction is facing the opposite direction. So what we're seeing, what we should be seeing if we were looking at it off screen, and actually I might just demonstrate that real quick because that'd be kind of neat to see. That if we start these instead of room width plus 32, but at say, oh, I don't know, 500. We're gonna see them like do a U-turn when they first start off. Yeah, see? They do little mini U-turns because they're facing the wrong direction. It's like boom, 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 boom. So they're doing... That's kind of interesting. It causes like a little whirlpool spiral thing going on there. Alright, I dig that. I dig it. Okay, so that makes sense because they're going the wrong direction. But if we hit new direction, new dot actual direction equals 180, so we set them off in the right direction and then have them run, now they will actually spawn and not have that little curly Q effect in the beginning, and we're probably going to see the ships dodging each other. Yeah, look at that. They're just barely skimming by each other because they're supposed to. They are reacting the way that they are supposed to be reacting. And the way that I would expect anybody to react if you were in a flying car and you saw another flying car heading directly for your face, you're gonna want to, move out of the way. So that's fine. That's fine. Let's see. 500. Room width plus 32. Yeah. Random 600. Let's do iRandom instead of random. iRandom. So we can keep our positionals at least somewhat whole, at least until the car reacts to something. iRandom 600. Alright. And for this, we could actually create like little corridors, and I'm thinking that that's what I want to do to kind of condense things down a little bit. Is I want to make some nice little like lanes, if you will. So if we do, let's make 2 lanes. Let's make a bottom lane that goes to the right. So what we're going to do is we're going to have it be Let's see. 100 up from the bottom, because that's arbitrary number, and I like it. 100 up from the bottom, so... room height minus 100 minus random 200. Alright, and this is going to be 100 plus a random 200. And what we're going to see is a couple of very nice corridors now. Instead of just all streaming across the screen. We're going to have the bottom go in one direction, the top go in the other direction. Just like that. That's just beautiful. Like lanes of traffic. Now, if I stand in the way, they should, in theory, just move out of my way. Like, they should react to me. Yeah. See, they are definitely reacting to me. But they can't react fast enough. Ha ha ha. Oh, tragedy. Oh, the humanity. Oh. Skaboom. Alright, that's more fun than it probably should be. I can't decide. I like the yellow, but I'm also thinking maybe red. Red for fire. No, I'm sticking with the yellow. Let's stick with the yellow for now. That's just gorgeous. Okay, so now this is just one of the gameplay mechanics of this game. That I'm calling Dead Drop for now. The other mechanic is, like I said, inspired by the image of the CyberPunk Jam itself. Let's see here. Ta-da! Which is, you see, there's this guy looks like he's about to jump, or like he chased these guys off or something. This guy is jumping, and there's another guy kind of jumping over here. They're doing like, frogman jumps. So they're jumping down, which is cool. And so what we're gonna do is have something similar to that in our game. Because driving around is all fun and fine and good, but what we want is we want to have these random dead drops. The concept behind this game is that you are a player, or you are a hacker, and you have to, you're kind of like the wheelman, if you will. So these guys are up there and they're hacking whatever corporations, these mega corporations, in their sky castles and giant monolithic skyscrapers and stuff. And then they hack, and then what they do is they're gonna come busting out of the skyscraper background, and they're going falling down the screen. Alright, so they're falling down the screen, and your goal as the driver is to quickly run over and grab them and sweep them up. Bam! Grab them and collect all of them as they drop. And and once you've collected all of them as they drop, snatch them out of the air, then you win as soon as you fly off the screen. So that's essentially what the rough concept is, and I actually have some more to it than that, but for right now we're just going to roll with that. So we're going to have stuff dropping down. We need to be able to have our little guys appear and then fall out of the skyscraper background, which is currently non-existent, and then they're going to fall down, and then let's see. Player's gonna have to swoop in and collect them. That won't be a problem. Just collect the player, or collect the people, dodge all the traffic while doing so, and then as time goes on, cops will come, and it's like, oh, cops, oh no, and the cops are chasing you and trying to catch you. If the cops catch you, you know it's game over. Let's add some cops in the mix and see what that looks like. So let's see. Collision, game control, high random. Alright, so we're gonna add a cop spawn controller. We're gonna have alarm 1 equals. Oh, I have no idea. Let's just toss an arbitrary number in there for now and tweak it as we go, because that's how we roll. Alright, so we got an arbitrary number in there. We're going to toss in our cops, so we're going to have a cop spawner. And, let's see. Well, we already have a choose random direction, so we're going to have choose direction if choose dire equals 0, then we're going to new equals instance create XY? No, yeah. 0 is gonna go off to the left. Alright, I'm gonna skip any of the songs of this that have lyrics just because I don't want them interfering with you being able to hear me. So, instance create. We're gonna do it off screen. 0 is off screen to the left, so we're gonna do negative 32 Y. We're gonna have them come out of everywhere. So a random 600. So they're not gonna be coming from any particular direction. Random 600 instance police. All right. And yeah. Else. And I'm just kind of future-proofing this just in case we want to add some other stuff later on. Create room width plus 32, random 600, police, okay, and then alarm 1 equals 300. So eventually we're going to be like swarming with cop cars the longer that we are hanging out and waiting. So we're chilling. Oh, suspicious activity. Cops are after us. Oh no. Oh, suspicious activity. Oh, and we died. Oh yeah, I'm colliding with the cop. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's way too fast for them to spawn. Oh geez, there's another cop. Oh, the cops are onto me. The cops are onto it. Oh, there's a cop. Oh, another cop coming. Oh gee, oh, I died. Yeah, that's way too intense for now. Let's bump that up by like at least 3 times. At least 3 times that time. If not longer. Depending on the level, of course. Because I want to have like multiple levels and kind of, you know, tier up the difficulty. Probably multiple streams of characters or, you know, multiple lanes of cars in different levels and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so here comes the fun part. We're going to create a new object. We're going to call this Guy. No, not Guy, because we're doing Cyberpunk, which means Punk. That's his name, Punk. I like it. Okay, so Punk is going to be, he can be a tiny little like green pixel type dude. Alright, so on create, let's see. I have a pretty cool idea of how I want to do this. Let's see. We're going to... yeah. Alright, we're going to go into the draw event here. We're going to create a thing. We're going to call it the jump variable. And jump on startup starts at 0. And we're going to have, let's see. Door animation equals 0. Draw. If door animation is less than, oh, how big do I want that door? Four? Yeah, let's try 4. Door anim plus equals 1. Okay. But first we need to actually draw what I want to draw. So we're going to have draw rectangle. Or actually, let's draw round. Right. No. Yeah, let's do a rectangle. Rectangle color. And we're going to draw some colors here. We're going to do it from X minus door anim, Y, let's see, yeah, we're going to do Y minus 4. That's going to be a Y door. Let's do minus 8. Yeah, 8. And let's shrink that down to 2. So, and now we're going to do X plus door anim, Y plus, or Y minus 8. And the colors are going to be, let's see. Actually, let's do it that way. That'll make a neat effect. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have it, the starting X be just X. And that one be plus door anim, Y minus 8. Alright, and the colors are going to be dark C, dark gray. Color 2, C, white. No. Yes, I think. Actually, let me see. Which corners are the colors here? Let's find out. Draw rectangle color. Draw rectangle color. Okay, top left corner, top right corner, bottom right corner, and bottom left corner. So what we want is we have dark gray, white, white, dark gray. Okay. Dark gray, white, C, dark gray. Okay, outline of 0. Alright. And we're going to do the exact same again. Paste. Why is this so thin? I don't know. Let's fix that. This definitely does not need to be that thin. Okay. Coding off the screen here. Okay, so X, Y, we're gonna do this X minus that, and that's going to, actually, if we do, let's do it over here. X minus door anim X. And the reason why we're doing that is so that we have a nice, is how I want to do that. Top left corner is that. No, well, how? Oh, that's odd, but okay. So X x minus door anim. So that's going to create another one. Yeah, that should do the same effect that I want to do. Let's make it. Okay. So we're going to try this. Another one. New alarm for alarm 3. Instance. Create. We're going to do it near the top band of the screen. So instance create x irandom. Let's do it as 64 plus irandom room width minus 128. So we have a nice 64 pixel border around both sides so that we don't have anything being created too close to the edge of the screen. Alright, so that's going to be good. Y is going to be somewhere in the top band. So irandom 100. Irandom, well, let's see, 100. So we want to have at least a little bit of a buffer there. So let's go 16 plus irandom and create punk. And then alarm 3 equals, I don't know, 100. I'm just going to toss a random number out there once again. Create alarm alarm 2 equals 100, so we can create some cool like door-like effects. I think in theory that's what's going to happen here. But let's hit play and find out, because I have no idea. I have a rough idea, but yeah, I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants here. Oh, well, it would help if I, let's see here. That's in the draw event, right? So, creating object punk. Punk needs to be drawing a rectangle. Right? Door anim. This is less than 2. Door anim plus equals 1. Door anim equals 0. Visible, blah, 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 blah. Did I make a mistake somewhere? Is it not spawning it somewhere? Instance create. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, let's try running it and see what happens. Running it in debug mode so we can see every 100. I'm not seeing any doors pop open in the background. I'm not seeing any doors at all. Why not? Alarm 3 oh. That would be why. Ha ha ha, this should be alarm 2. Not alarm 3. My bad. Okay. So let's take a look and see what we got here. We should have some doors popping open. That's a little tiny damn door. It's not really a very good door. Alright, let's fix that. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Duh. Because the door's Y is the same, so we need to be at Y minus 8. There we go. So let's make some larger doors, huh? Alright, we got a couple of little doors opening, but they look like crap. Alright, let's expand them just so we can take a look and see what they actually look like, because I think that's a little Let's see, a little too small. Yeah, let's expand them to 8 and make them 16. Let's see what that looks like. Make them a little bigger. Oh yeah, I think I see why. They look weird. Because that is the opposite of what it should be. So let's try X minus door anim like that. So I was right the first time. Okay. I thought so. Expanding our doors a little bigger. Nope. Unless it's just... Okay. I do see what's going on here. X minus door anim. Because it doesn't matter which one is first as far as that goes. It matters which one's in the top left, top right corner. So we need to swap these. C white. C dark gray. C white. Should be C dark gray. And that last C dark gray should be C white. Right. Let's take a look. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. That gives us the right effect. However, I think those colors should be inverted. Let's do this. Oops. This is what I meant to do. Paste that here. Swap out our colors. And let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks better. Now it looks like we have little doors opening up all over the place. Oh, crash and death and terribleness. Okay. Let's shrink them back down because they're a little too big, I think. 12. 12 is probably pretty good. Let's try shrinking them back down to their originally intended size. Because that might be too small, but we won't know until we try. Yeah, that's way too small. Let's double it. Let's make it double in size. So let's make it not 16. I don't think. Definitely this needs to be 4. I don't think that needs to be... No, well, let's try it. See if that one needs to be 16. And see how that looks. Yeah, the height is way too much, but the width is nicer. So let's make it instead 12. Alright, so I think 12 will do it. And if it doesn't quite do it, that's okay. I think we're just going to let that roll at 12. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. Okay. So... Alright, so what we're going to do is, if jump equals 0, then door anim does all this fun stuff. Let's see, if If it's not less than that, then what we're going to do is we're going to indent this. If alarm 0 is less than 0, then alarm 0 equals, oh, I don't know, 30? Yeah. If jump equals 1, if door anim is less than is greater than 0, door anim minus equals 1. Alright, so what that's going to do is so alarm 0 jump equals 1. So we're gonna make it so our guy jumps. So now he's jumping. Let's see here. If, and this probably shouldn't be in the draw event, but I don't care. If speed is less than, or yeah, is less than 4 is pretty fast. So let's have them fall a little faster. Or not, 4 is 4 too fast? Let's have them fall at 3 to make it fair for the player. We'll imagine that our punk has some kind of like a wingsuit that slows him down or something like that. If speed is less than 3, motion add direction 270, speed 0.5, so he's going to have a nice jump. And that's going to be perfect. And he's going to fall. Pew! And what we're going to do is we're going to draw we're gonna have him have like a little beacon type thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw line color let's see, X Y minus, oh, I don't know, 8. Color 1 is black. No, color 1 is gonna be, we need a good color. C lime, why not? That's a pretty decent color. C black, so it's gonna kind of fade into blackness. Alright, and there we go. So let's see what that looks like. Actually, I'm gonna have to have our door is gonna have to remain still. So on create, I'm gonna have it be hold X equals X. That's it. Now we'll call it door X. Door X equals X. Door Y equals Y. And when we go into our draw event here, we're going to change all of the X and Y's to door X and door Y. So we're going to, let's see here, find X, replace it with door X, next, previous, next, next, okay, and Y's with door Y, first, next, let's see, next and next. There we go. Alright, so now we have our door locations. Our door will remain steady, because otherwise the door would have fallen with us had I hit play, and that wouldn't have looked right at all. So now the door is going to stay stationary. Our little guy's going to pew, pew. Wow, that's a really tiny little dude. Alright, let's change that up. If it is greater than or equal to 0, so we do want the door to close all the way. Oh, let's see. Draw, set, line, width. That's not the right command. Alright, what's the right command, guys? Draw, line. Is it just draw, line, width? Yeah, it is draw, line, width. Okay. Alright, draw, line, width, color. Let's see here. X, Y. Let's expand that to about 16. Oh, maybe 12. Width of 3. Because that'll look better. Play. Alright, so now make it a little more obvious where our guy is. Pew! They are falling hella fast. Oh, I just died. Okay, we're gonna have to slow their roll. Because they're falling way faster than we could be able to react. So let's slow them down to like 1. Make it an actual playable game. Like I said, our punk has a digital wingsuit that slows down his descent so that we can zip right in and grab him. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's cool. Oh, cops got me. Kinda. He's still spinning around me. Like he's not even touching me. There, now he touches me. Okay, so we need to fix that. We need to have it so that the police MP potential step. Let's see. We need to have it so that it ignores certain objects, right? Yeah. MP potential step object. Okay. MP potential step object. We want it to dodge let's see, MP potential step, we want it to dodge cars. Or should we just have it dodge other police? Maybe we'll just have it dodge police. That would actually be pretty funny if the police crashed into the other cars. Add event on collision with police. I would actually think that'd be pretty cool. Might actually make a fun game mechanic. Okay, so we imagine, oh, he's falling. Grab him, grab him, grab him, grab him. Oh man, grab him, grab him. Oh yeah. Cop caught us. Alright, well we need to fix that real quick. Just because that's kind of annoying. And we should probably slow him down a little bit too. That's awful fast. Alright, so let's slow him down to like 3. Because with everything else that's going on, it's just the reaction time is just not feasible. On collision of a car. He did bust through a car, so that was pretty cool. Saw that happen. Room. Restart. So that way we don't have it locked into a pop-up loop. Okay, so that's good. We're still having our punk it's not drawing rectangle properly here. So well, okay, so if jump equals 0 or door anim is greater than 0. Then draw the door. Okay, so our guys are jumping out the doors. And we're able to collect them. Da-ding, da-ding. Da-ding. We're not actually able to collect them at the moment. Oh, I didn't even notice the cop. I did not even see the cop. Oh, man. Alright. Focusing on other stuff. Oh, here comes the cop. Oh, man. Oh, he just, like, oh, the cop just smashed through like 4 guys. Oh, smash. Alright, we're gonna have it so that when the cop runs into other players, police, add event, collision with cars. Let's see. Oh, when you collide with the car, then do the entire, you know, dead equals 1 thing. Dead equals 1. Alright, so we're gonna have to copy the dead code because I don't want to have to type all that out again. Let's see. Let's do it for car on collision with whatever. Dead equals 1. Draw. Is it in draw? No, it's in step. Okay. If dead equals 0. If dead equals 1, then do all this crap. Alright, add event, collision with that. Dead equals 1. Step. Potential step. If dead equals 0, then do that. Which is the only thing you do, so that's cool. Else, you know, die. Essentially, is what's going on there. Alright. Also, we need to make a catch in here that if y is greater than room height plus 32, instance destroy. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. Alright, let's go ahead and make a new sprite for our punk. Edit sprite, create a thing, and it's just going to be essentially a blank sprite, but we're going to make them an ellipsoid. That's kind of big. Let's stretch it. Essentially what we're making is a collision mask for our punk. 16 by 16 might be a little small. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, so punk, center it. Oh, right. My bad. I'm gonna call it punk sprite. Punk S. Okay. So punk, your sprite is punk, and your mask is punk. And so that when we collide with you, collision with car, let's have you do 2 things. Show message. I'm in. This is just for debug purposes. That's not actually what it's going to say in the game. And then instance destroy. We're going to kill our punk after he gets in the car. It sounds like true cyberpunkiness. Alright. We have our little dude and he's falling. Oh, crash. Oh, I died. Didn't look like I was actually able to collide with, Oh, that's because I'm having him collide with other cars instead of player. Whoops, my bad. Collision with player, not with other cars. delete, delete, change, collision, player. There we go. It was ignoring me and like hopping into random cars as they flew by. Alright. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. Alright. Whoa. Oh, right. Because we didn't define that. Alright, so we gotta set dead. We gotta define that. Dead equals 0. There we go. Okay, so now police can die. Alright, so that's for our player. Let's see. It makes, now that I'm playing with it, that seems awful easy. So let's speed him up a bit. Maybe to 3. Let's speed him back up and see what happens. 3 might be too much. Oh, death. Oh, death again. Okay. Yeah, it looks like 3 is a bit too much, so let's tone that down. Let's make it 2. 2 should be plenty. Instead of 3 times faster than he was falling, we'll make him 2 times faster than he was falling. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Yes. I'm in. Oh, bam. Oh, no. Oh, let one die. Oh. Oh, crap, and the cops are on me. Oh, crap, cops are on me. Oh, cop got me. But that's because of that pop-up message. When the pop-up message happens, it resets the key input. So I was no longer able to move, so I'd have to like slap enter and move, and I don't want to do that. But okay, so we have a basic game mechanic down for that. That's awesome, great, I like it. Okay, now we're gonna get into the fun mechanic, if you will. This is what I'm really excited about. What time is it? We got, what, half an hour left, roughly? I have no idea if this will take me half an hour or not. So we're going to call this, we're going to start off and we're going to say hack equals 0. Hacking. Ooh, that's cyberpunky. What does that mean? Well, here's how the game is going to play. Alright, we're going to start in an area, and we're just going to have traffic flowing. And a console is going to be on screen. Alright? It's going to be like, and a console's going to pop up. And in that console, we have to hack. Because as the hacker, slash, pickup driver person, what we're doing is we're hacking into the traffic network, and we are hacking into one of the vehicles that is currently passing by on the screen. So we're hack, and then bam, as soon as we successfully hack, we get then it pops over into the new mode, which is the flying around collecting the dead droppers. So we're gonna have a console pop up. We're gonna hack. We're gonna have a hack. So we can't hack the console, and when the hack is successful, it'll say, vehicle access granted, and then one of the cars that's driving by will turn into our player character. It'll stop and it'll boop, turn into the player character. So yeah, that's awesome. We'll have our player character, and we'll be like, okay, and then that's when we start driving around, flying around, waiting for the dead dropper to come out. We're basically going to be just chilling, waiting, and then dead dropper is going to be like, I'm on my way out, and then and drops, and then we pick them up and move on to the next level. And of course, as the levels progress, then cops come out and start chasing us to make it a little more difficult. We start getting bolder, quote unquote, where we start doing it in heavier traffic areas. So we're doing it in like a light traffic area to start off with, and then traffic gets heavier and heavier, and then the cops start coming in, and then there's going to be multiple cops, and they're onto our scheme, and so they're coming from all over the place, and super intensity and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I'm super stoked about that. And let me think. Yeah. Okay, so the hack minigame, because what's Cyberpunk if there's not hacking, right? The hack minigame is probably one of, if not my favorite idea for this game, and that is I don't know if you've ever heard of the program/website called Hacker Typer. Okay. Hacker Typer is a really cool website. You go on there, you log in, or you go to the website, and you see, and it displays a console, and then any key that you press types out some code at whatever settings you can tweak and all that kind of stuff. But it types out some code on the screen. And so basically, you are totally CSI hacking. You're just like hitting random keys, and it's like blah, 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 all this code is like pouring onto the screen, and then you can hit some other keys, and it'll say like access granted or like access denied. It will pop up and like and typing away and all that kind of stuff. And so you're CSI hacking. That's what I want this hacking minigame to be. So it starts off and you have a console, and there's a timer that's going to tick down for the hack. Okay, so you can only have so much time to hack. And your goal is slap the ever-loving shit out of your keyboard. I mean, you're just pounding it like you're like we're watching, hackers, and we're hacking the planet. I mean, we're just pounding, swordfish style, and we're pounding away, and lines of code is just streaming on the screen, and the timer's going down, it's going down and going down, and there's going to be basically an arbitrary point where it'll be like vehicle access granted, and then it'll go into the vehicle mode. There's not really going to be there's not going to be an indicator for how soon you are to hacking the vehicle. So basically it's just hack as fast as you can, bam, 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 and then boom, you'll either be successful or you won't. If you're not fast enough, the timer will run out and you'll lose the hack and you'll have to start over again. Maybe like restart the level. Now there's another aspect to that, and that is because we're not actually driving the car, we're hacking into the cars and rescuing all the all of the dead droppers and stuff like that. When the cars crash, as long as you don't have somebody in it, as long as you didn't pick up anybody, if you crash a car, no big deal. Then you can just then the hacker console will pop back open again. You can hack into another car, bam, and then you hack into another car and you get another vehicle. So you can just keep doing that for as long as you want, at least until the dead dropper is falling, or until you pick up the dead dropper. If you pick up the dead dropper, then you've got to move and not die, otherwise you lose the level. Okay, so that's essentially my concept. I'm really excited about this part. So hack equals 0, or I should say hack success, or hacked. Let's just call it hacked. Hacked equals 0. Okay, so we're gonna draw a GUI. Got to draw a GUI. All right. If hacked equals 0, then we're going to draw our GUI interface. And we're going to draw just a big round rectangle to start off with. So let's see here. Maybe, yeah, I gotta dig that. Okay, so we're going to have a neon bordered round rectangle. So we're going to do a round rectangle, draw, set, color, C lime, draw a round rectangle of, oh, let's see, what are we gonna how big do we want our hacker typer screen? We're gonna make it fairly decent size. So we're gonna start off at 100, y of what, 400 maybe? No, y of 100, x of 600, y of 400, outline 0. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to draw another round rectangle, and we're going to make this our actual console screen. So we're going to draw a round rectangle, let's see, 108. Let's give ourselves a nice fat 8 border. 108, 108, let's see, what's 600 minus 8? 592. 400 would be 392. Outline equals 0. Okay. Oh, round needs to be round rect color. Okay, so X, Y, round rect. Color 1 is going to be, let's see, I think that's the interior, so we're going to have that as black. C, black. Color 2, C, dark gray. Outlining 0. Okay, now let's fire this up and see what that looks like. What our quote-unquote console looks like. If it's big enough. That's pretty decent size, I think. But I'm not particularly sold on the colors yet. Oh, right. Because the game's going on in the background. Ha 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 ha. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to get rid of our player. Delete player, because we don't control a car in the beginning. Okay, so let's see. Game control hacked equals 0, so we have a nice... border's a little too thick, I think, though, so let's go ahead and shrink that down a bit. Let's cut that in half and make it a little bit smaller. C black, C dark gray. Let's make a new color here. Merge color, C black, C dark gray. Let's tone it down because it's still just a little too bright. Gray. Amount 0.75. Let's see what that looks like. Hopefully we got a nice... I think I did that the opposite direction. Yeah, I did. Okay. Dark gray. What? Just event for object. Oh, right, yeah, because the player doesn't exist. Right. Alright. Well, first off, where is our... We can have stuff going on in the background, but we don't want either the player, or anything else going on. We have our traffic going on in the background, but we don't want the rest of that going on. Alright, so we're going to disable all that. So we want this to be C dark gray. We want this to be C black. Okay, so we want to tone down that display by like a lot. Yeah, that looks better. Just a nice, subtle gradient. And I think we actually should do something, maybe like add a gradient of some kind to our round rectangle. Or shrink it down. Let's shrink it down even more. This is awfully distracting. Awfully distracting. Okay. Da, 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 da. Alright, I dig it. Let's shrink it down even more. Okay. And we're just gonna let that, we're gonna call that good no matter how it looks. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to have, alright. This is the fun part. Okay, so draw, set, color, C, green. If alright, when we need some, I'm not gonna do like actual code. I'm gonna fake it, but we definitely need to. Let's see, draw code. Let's do this in a separate draw code. Let's do this in a separate script for cleanliness sake. Draw code. Right? Yeah. Okay, so what is draw code going to do? Draw, set, color, C, green. Alright, so we're going to say if, let's see here, we need hold key equals, let's see, string width, keyboard string. Okay. Hold key equals string width, keyboard string. If keyboard string, if string width, keyboard, not width, length. Should not be width, it should be length. Keyboard string, it does not equal hold key. Then draw text extended. Let's see, where are we drawing it? We're drawing it on screen, so we want to draw it at, let's say 108. Did I do that? Yeah, 108, 108, 108, 108. String, code, separation equals, let's see, what's the separation? Default separation. Draw text extended. Default separation, I believe, is -1. Yeah, if I was on default spacing, okay, so -1. And then the secondary spacing is going to be the width of our display, which I think I said was 400. So we're going to say, let's make it, what, 300? Yeah, give us a nice border there. Okay. Code. Let's see, new code. Alright, let's do this. Get code equals iRandom. I'm just gonna toss what, like maybe 10 lines in there. So that would be 9. Switch get code case 0 break. Add code equals that. Okay. Add code equals that. Add code equals and add code equals that. Add code equals that. We'll see how this looks when we actually place it up there. Add code equals let's see here. That. Case add code equals that. A couple more just random generic ones. Not. Alright, let's see how that looks. So we're just gonna have it just type in random stuff, essentially. Add a space at the end of these. Except for maybe these. Bracketed ones, we won't add a space. And we won't add a space for these either. Alright, yeah. Let's see what that looks like. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 7. Alright, let's add some more. 8, 9, okay. Let's add a percentage because, you know, that's classic hacker stuff. And we're gonna add, oh, semicolons. Oh, we need more semicolons. Yeah, let's stick another semicolon in there. Okay, so 9. Okay. Get code equals iRandom 9. Case add code equals that. String add, or string, what? No. Get code, no. Was it code? Code plus equals add code. Okay, so on creation, code equals blank. Okay, so actually on draw code, modify that. Okay, so on draw code, we want to have it display draw text code plus an underscore, because that's just how we roll. Alright, so we also need hold key. Okay, hold key equals 0. Hold key equals 0. Okay. I have no idea if that's going to work or not, but let's take a look and see what it looks like. Oh, yes. Oh shit. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. Alright, so we're going off the screen. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yes. Okay. Let's expand. Oh, man. Oh, that was beautiful. Let's try some more. If we expand this out, how's that gonna look? I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm typing like a mofo! Yeah! Perfect. Okay, this is officially the beat the shit out of your keyboard game. Okay, let's add some okay, that's just too much. That's too much. I love it. It's too much. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, that's so much fun. It's more fun than I probably should be enjoying right now. Okay, so we have a hacker console. And a hacker console, oh, we're hacking as fast as we can, blah, 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 we're typing in a whole bunch of crap. And I can, make it, I'll probably modify this, make it look actually a little bit more like code. I mean, it looks fairly decent. It looks, kind of code-like, right, as it is. But, let's see, we're probably going to have to add some other stuff. First off, let's have, where's my code here? Game control, okay. Let's have the code, explain what the vehicle stuff is here. So we're going to have vehicle, let's see. Traffic control mainframe. Sector 6, traffic control mainframe. New line. Access prohibited. Unauthorized access prohibited.
함께 있어주고 함께 떠나주는 사람이 있어서.
Login. Okay, let's see how that looks, because we'll add some nice, just a little bit of detail to our oh, it's gorgeous! Look at that! Oh! We also have to, we should make it do new line. Okay, so, let's do that. Okay, we have to have it so that every once in a while it adds a new line. So, case 10, add code equals pound break. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's looking more like code. I'm digging it. Let's add root in there. Because root is good. Root. Try to add all kinds of fancy stuff to make it actually look like a hack system, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm gonna go in and change all the draw code stuff to add in terminology and have it just, you know, hack the planet. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that. That's just too beautiful. Alright, now we're going to have to make it so that it'll scroll up, which is going to be a little more difficult. Yeah, I'll have to make it so that the code scrolls. And then I got to make a timer bar or something on the right here that's just going to be like... and all that kind of stuff. Oh, but I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Yeah! Hack a typer! Pound my keyboard! Oh, it's beautiful. And then, randomly, we'll be given access to one of the vehicles. Okay, so for now, we're just going to say... game control. Alright. On. On doesn't work. If. What am I thinking? Keyboard pressed. Check. Pressed. VK any. Any is not a thing? I thought VK any was a thing. Let's find out. VK. Is it any key? Oh, any key. Okay. So for now, it's just a 1 in 100 chance. So if I random 100 or not 1200, good lord. If I random 100, that's probably not even close to enough, but yeah, let's just do it as 100 for now. If I random 100 equals arbitrary number 27, then hacked equals 1. Alright. Let's see. Instance, find car, I random instance count, instance number car -1. Alright. Make sure that's working. Instance find, right? Right, returns the ID. Okay, so what we want to do here now is instance change object that. Oops. Actually, my bad. We need to do this a little differently. With that particular object. Instance change object player, so change into the player and perform your creation events. Okay, let's see what happens now. Now, in theory, once every 100, well, random 100, I guess it's a chance, Hacked is going to I think I need to turn down the hack chance for now. Alright, I random, what, 10 equals 1. Make it 10 times more likely. Yeah, now we got a car. Oh, and then we died. So now if we log in, hey, we picked a car. Cool. Now we have, and then we crashed. Hack the planet. Oh, we crashed. Tragic. Game over. Alright, 1 in 10 is a little too much, I think. A little too quick, but maybe 1 in 50 equals, I don't know, 17. Let's try that. Yeah, hack the planet, hack the system, hackers unite. Yeah. Probably also have it so that if we go off screen we die. Boom! Game over. Game over, man. Game over. Yeah, cause wanton death and destruction. Hack the planet. Yes. Ah, death. Man, that was quick. Oh, and we also quickly died. Alright, where am I? Oh, there I am. Okay. Woohoo! Now we're death. Hack the planet. Where's my car? Oh, there it is. Boosh! Yeah, there we go. Alright, that is gorgeous. I'm digging that. That is beautiful mechanics. Now all we have to do is make it so that we collect the guys and we're good. Then I gotta work on the background and, you know, add music and sound effects and all that kind of stuff. But man, whew! In one Beasley moment, we really rocked and rolled there. It's fantastic. Alright. I think I will call it a day. It has been 2 hours and 6 minutes. If we take a look at the ticking down timer of Doom, we still have 4 days. So I basically have 4 days to shore up the graphics on this, and well, not like put the background image in it, work out some of the details, make some levels, set up some different environment situations. But essentially what we're looking at and what we saw here today is what the game is gonna be. Hack, 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 and then bam, get a car, fly around with your car, pick up the deadfall or the dead drop guys, and then boom, you win, or you don't, you know, depending. So just a quick, easy, casual game, but that's a lot of fun. Alright, I'm digging it. Oh, I'm loving this so much. You get, this is just awesome. Okay. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You're awesome. Love all of you guys. I'll pop over here. And, yeah, it's going to be a great game. I'm really excited with this. I can't wait to have it released. The whole hacker typer thing is just going to be awesome. I'm going to, you know, clean that up, make it actually look a little more like code and do all that kind of stuff, and make it so that the, you know, console scrolls and maybe make some other fun stuff. But it's just going to be a really interesting game to put together, and already it is fun to play. And like I said, it's just basic. I kind of got into the CyberPunk Game Jam late, but you know what? rocking and rolling. We're going to get this done. We're going to get it released by Monday, which is the deadline, I believe. And yeah, get it out there and have some fun with it. So, again, thank you for watching. And next week, since the CyberPunk Jam will be over, I will be returning to my regularly scheduled programming of Programming Dread. And I got a lot to do on that, of course, still. The triggers and all that are working great. I've gotten some great feedback on that so far. And a lot of people are making some levels. You know, got to see the first custom level made by a fan. That was fantastic. Super stoked about that. And he's making like this whole campaign that he's got worked out. And so far, triggers are working great for him. Hasn't had any trouble. He's had a couple questions here and there, but that's okay. It was nothing. It was like, you know, how-to questions rather than it's not working questions, and that's awesome. You know, shoot me the how-to questions. I've been more than happy to work out the logic system for whatever you're trying to do. And yeah, then so next week I will be working on Dread. Probably not going to be doing level design. Instead, I'm going to be adding in a feature that was recommended, which is a hotbar at the bottom that lists all of the various objects for you to be able to click on. Just kind of a quick bar to accent the hotkeys as well. And I got a good idea for how I want to do that, and it's going to be especially good for selecting environmental objects, because you'll be able to click on the little button and it'll pop up like a menu showing all of the available environmental objects all at once on the screen, so you can like click through and directly select which one you want instead of having to scroll through all of them with the hotkeys or the arrow keys as it currently exists. So we're going to work on that next week, but for today we are done. Thank you, and I will see you next time.